Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at something very old and very rare. Again you say? Yes, we are. We are looking at the 1967 release by Century 21 Toys from their Gerry Anderson's Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons series of merchandise. And this particular item we are looking at today is of the Captain Scarlet water pistol, which is based on his pistol, which was seen in the television series from 1967 on. Okay, so this is the item in front of it. So this is the Captain Scarlet water pistol, and it is made of plastic. It's solid plastic, and so you've got the white plastic with the red top and of course the red trigger, and you do have the Spectrum logo on either side of the pistol, and it says Captain Scarlet on each side again. Now let's just get some sizes of this pistol. It's not particularly big, but here we go. So we're looking at an overall length of 19 centimeters. We're looking at a height from the bottom of the handle to the top of the gun. We're looking at 11 centimeters, and the widest part across the barrel or across the hub is 2.5 centimeters. So that is the size of the pistol, and like I say, it is a replica of the one that Captain Scarlet used in the TV show. And in fact, as all the Spectrum personnel used, and they all had their names on their pistols. So you had Captain Blue, Captain Magenta, Captain Scarlet, Captain Green, not Captain Green, Captain Brown, Captain Black. They all had their own names on their pistols. Okay, so you've got the barrel there. Now, at the very end of the barrel, you can see a very, very fine hole, which is where the water shoots out of. And at the other end, you've got the plug here, which you pull out, and you fill it with water, and then pop the plug back in to keep the water in, and then you pump the trigger. And once it's built up pressure, it will start shooting. So it takes 2 or 3 pumps, and then it will start firing the water out of the end of the pistol. Now, I have tested it, and it is fully working. I can't fill it with water here because we're in a booth, and we would get the booth area wet, and not to mention there's a lot of electric cables around here, so we can't risk getting that wet. So I can't actually show you it working with water in it, but it is fully working. You can take my word for it, and you can see by the trigger, which just slots back as soon as you've pressed the trigger, so you can see that it's building up pressure, and as soon as it's filled with water and you start pumping, the pressure builds until the water actually starts shooting out the end. Okay, that is the Captain Scarlet water pistol. Now, how well did these do back in the day? Well, like all of the Century 21 merchandise, incredibly well. We were all crying out for Century 21 merchandise, Captain Scarlet, Gerry Anderson, anything Gerry Anderson's back in the day. We've had Thunderbirds. We're now on to Captain Scarlet. I think Captain Scarlet. No, we had Joe 90, I think, after Captain Scarlet, after Thunderbirds, and then Captain Scarlet. I think it was that way around. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, regardless, we were crying out for the merchandise. The merchandise was produced. They didn't do an awful lot of merchandise for Captain Scarlet back in the 1960s, to be perfectly honest with you. They did the water pistols. They did a lot of the books. There was activity books and sticker books. There was annuals, obviously, but there wasn't really a great deal. There was also a Captain Scarlet action figure, which incidentally we have acquired one. So if you keep watching, you will actually see the Captain Scarlet action figure as soon as it's ready to have the video shot. So that's something that's coming up, so I just thought I'd add that in, but I've digressed. Anyway, so there wasn't an awful lot of merchandise produced for Captain Scarlet back in the 60s. There was a couple of models done. So there was the Angel Interceptor, which Century 21 Toys done. which was a lovely model. And also Dinky Toys done a few of the models. So they've done the SPV, the MPV, and the Spectrum Saloon car. So they've done a few of those, but main merchandise, like you would expect now, didn't happen. Not until Captain Scarlet was rerun back on mainstream television in the 90s, and then Vivid produced a whole series of Captain Scarlet merchandise, which included the cloud base, the models, the figures, and yeah, lots of other merchandise was produced. So, but in the 60s we were quite deprived of TV merchandise. It's not like it is today, whereas any TV program spawns merchandise. It was not like that back in the day. So now, these models obviously were produced for children to play with back in the 1960s, and unfortunately very few of them has survived the test of time. And we're talking getting on for 60 years old, these particular items are. So trying to find them now in any condition is an achievement. Finding them in this condition is ultra hard to do, and finding them still in the bags, well, that's pretty much impossible these days. Yeah, so I think this is as close to new as what we would find of one of these particular water pistols. Now, obviously, we've only managed to find the one, but this particular one will be available at the end of this video on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Gerry Anderson items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on our website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes onto the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long-lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.